Hello, you're watching QPVN News. I'm Anh Tuấn and here's the headlines. National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn hosts talks with Singaporean top legislator. The successful veteran entrepreneur. Vietnam seeks stronger cooperation in hydrometeorological forecasting with Japan. As part of his official visit to Singapore on the morning of December the 2nd, immediately following the welcome ceremony, Vietnamese National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn held talks with Speaker of the Parliament of Singapore, SINGAPOREAN. National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn expressed his gratitude for the warm reception extended by Singapore to the high-ranking delegation of the Vietnamese National Assembly. He conveyed the greetings and best wishes for health from General Secretary Tô Lâm, State President Lương Cường, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, and other leaders of the Communist Party and State of Vietnam to Speaker of the Singaporean Parliament, SINGAPOREAN. In a spirit of sincerity and openness, the two leaders engaged in profound discussions about major orientations and measures to strengthen bilateral cooperation in the time to come, affirming economic and trade cooperation as a crucial pillar of the bilateral relations. The two leaders were unanimous to create favorable legal frameworks and accelerate the oversight of the implementation of signed agreements and pacts, particularly those in green economy, digital economy, clean energy, cybersecurity, and innovation. The two leaders laid stress on the need to continue effective implementation of the bilateral cooperation agreements, helping develop the Vietnam-Singapore strategic partnership to a new height soon. Earlier the same morning, National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn, his spouse, and a high-ranking delegation of the Vietnamese National Assembly laid a wreath in tribute to President Ho Chi Minh at his statue at the Asian Civilizations Museum. To celebrate the 80th founding anniversary of the Vietnam People's Army and the 35th Ho People's Defense Festive Day, the 80th founding anniversary of the General Political Department, recently a special artistic program honoring the political and spiritual strength of military, country and people took place in Hanoi. The program was co-organized by the General Political Department and the Communist Review. Attending the program were General Phan Văn Giang, Minister of National Defense, along with other senior leaders. The program aims to honor and feature the political and spiritual strength of the military, the country and people, contributing to affirming the significance of party, political and ideological work in the military, which is considered the soul and the crystallization of patriotism, revolutionary heroism and communist ideals. Those are guiding star, shining the mind and heart of each soldier, representing the spirit of justice, sacrifice and glorious oath under the national flag and the determined to win flag. In the building, fighting and development of the heroic Vietnam People's Army, the noble quality of Uncle Ho soldiers, those from the people and for the people, has created the determined to fight and determined to win spirit of Vietnam People's Army. With elaborate and excellent performances and special report, the program touched the audience's heart, aroused the pride, and honored the political and spiritual strength of the Vietnam People's Army. After 80 years of construction and development, under the wise leadership of the party, the Vietnam People's Army is constantly maturing and developing, successfully fulfilling the task of firmly protecting the national independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity and peace. Along with the successful organization of the 80th founding anniversary of the Vietnam People's Army and the 35th anniversary of the Ho People Defense Festive Day, the 80th anniversary of the Foundation Day of the General Political Department, agencies and units need to do a better job of paying gratitude towards national contributors. That was emphasized by Senior Lieutenant General Trịnh Văn Quyết, Chairman of the General Political Department of the Vietnam People's Army, at the conference held on December the 2nd to review the results of the implementation of party and political tasks in November and deploy key missions for December 2024. In November, the party and political work of the entire military was carried out closely and synchronously. The General Political Department maintained stability, solidarity and unity, while strictly complying with state laws and military discipline. It also witnessed many steady changes in administrative reform and digital transformation. Regarding the mission performance in December, General Quyết requested agencies and units to focus closely on reviewing all preparations while meticulously organizing key commemorative activities such as the 80th founding anniversary of the Vietnam People's Army, the 35th anniversary of the Ho People Defense Festive Day, and the 80th anniversary of the Foundation Day of the General Political Department, ensuring solemnity and absolute safety. Towards the 80th founding anniversary of the Vietnam People's Army and the 35th anniversary of the Ho People Defense Festive Day, on December the 2nd, the General Political Department of the Vietnam People's Army coordinated with the Central Committee of the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union to organize the program Marching to the Source. The event saw the attendance of Lieutenant General Lê Quang Minh, Vice Chairman of the General Political Department of the Vietnam People's Army. At the Trần Hưng Đạo National Special Relic Site in Tam Kim Commune, Nguyên Bình District, Cao Bằng Province, delegates expressed their boundless gratitude for the great contributions of General Võ Nguyên Giáp and generations of heroes and martyrs who bravely fought and sacrificed for the fatherland. On this occasion, the delegation provided free medical examinations and medication while presenting gifts at Nguyên Bình Secondary School to local national contributors, difficult families and poor students who overcame difficulties to study well. In 1976, after returning home with 62% injury, veteran Nguyễn Thế Đệ overcame all difficulties and became an exemplary figure in both learning and economic development. From working in state agencies to venturing into a new battlefield in the investment sector, he established himself as the chairman of the board of directors at Thăng Long Urban Development and Investment Joint Stock Company. Under his leadership, the company has created hundreds of jobs and significantly contributed to local economic development. With an unyielding spirit of perseverance, Mr. Nguyễn Thế Đệ embodies resilience and serves as an aspiration for the younger generation, contributing to the development of his homeland. Nguyễn Thế Đệ, a war veteran who returned to the normal life in 1976, with a 62% injury, surmounted obstacles and became a bright example of tenacity in education and self-improvement. In 2007, after many years of studying and working in government organizations, he chose to take on a new challenge, doing business. He is currently the chairman of the board of directors at Thăng Long Urban Development and Investment Joint Stock Company, a leading real estate investment firm that specializes in urban development projects, residential areas, office buildings, hotels, and public services. He is the one who has stirred in us the motivation to work and contribute, which has led to the achievements of the company, the organization, and our own personal growth. Nguyễn Thế Đệ not only contributes significantly to infrastructure and welfare, but he also acts as an active supervisor in human resource development. He has made major contributions to the development of his homeland and its individuals. Đệ provides extensive training, support, and clear task assignments, and I have learned a lot from him along the process. He has guided me with meticulous attention to detail at every stage. He has assigned me crucial responsibility for ensuring that our projects satisfy the greatest quality and aesthetic requirements as well as that the work is completed correctly and to perfection. Nguyễn Thế Đệ, a 70-year-old veteran, still aspires to help his comrades, contribute to society and give back to his hometown, in addition to accumulating fortune. Having experienced the devastation of wars, he well understands the value of sacrifice and the steadfast spirit of perseverance. Though I am getting older and as a wounded war veteran, my health is no longer as good as it once was. My desire to contribute to the growth of my homeland and country is stronger than ever. Through each initiative and venture, he has created long-term value for the community, particularly in infrastructure, housing, tourism, and entertainment. This demonstrates that there are no boundaries for individuals with strong ambitions and determination. The projects in Hải Dương carried out by Đệ have significantly contributed to the socio-economic development of the city and province. As an alcohol soldier, he has accepted the challenges of this new battlefield and applied the same spirit of devotion. I believe that this recognition is highly cherished by the government, the people, and society as a whole. Despite his commercial success, veteran Nguyễn Thế Đệ remains sincerely committed to beautifying his hometown and improving the quality of life for the community. His ongoing contributions have cemented his reputation not only as a successful entrepreneur, but also as a great role model for accountability.
Coming up next, Vietnam seeks stronger cooperation in hydrometeorological forecasting with Japan. Vietnam's seafood exports expected to fetch $10 billion. On December the 2nd, at the government office, Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng-hà received a delegation of Japanese experts operating in hydrometeorological forecasting, led by Mr. Hiroshi Fukada, former Japanese ambassador to Vietnam.
At the meeting, Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng-hà affirmed that the Vietnam-Japan relationship has flourished and is currently at its best stage, marked by high-level political trust. Along with radar equipment, the Deputy Prime Minister emphasized that monitoring methods, software solutions, digital transformation applications, and AI are most important for making accurate forecasts, especially the time and amount of rainfall in each area. Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng-hà requested the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment and the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development to collaborate with JICA and Weather News Inc. to pilot the installation of additional radar systems in Vietnam, as well as advancing technical research and establish cooperative mechanisms to further strengthen the hydrometeorological partnership between the two sides. A representative from Weather News Inc. stated that through the World Meteorological Organization's Voluntary Cooperation Program, the Japanese government, in collaboration with the company, has provided an Eagle X-band radar system for Vietnam to help improve the country's capacity for monitoring, forecasting, and issuing early warnings for natural disasters, especially typhoons, heavy rains, and floods. Weather News Inc. said it hopes to continue strengthening cooperation and developing content based on radar data in Vietnam, contributing to improving forecast accuracy.
According to the Vietnam Association of Seafood Exporters and Producers, seafood exports in November slowed down slightly, but still maintained impressive growth with a value of $924 million, up 17% of the same period in 2023. Accumulated to the end of November, Vietnam's total seafood export turnover reached nearly $9.2 billion, up 11.5% over the previous year. With the current growth momentum, the Vietnamese seafood industry can achieve the export target of $10 billion, an increase of 11.5% compared to 2023. In particular, shrimp and pangasius will continue to be the two main pillars contributing to the success of the seafood industry, with shrimp forecast to reach $4 billion and pangasius possibly reaching $2 billion. This is the end of the QPVN News today. Remember to watch our news again at qpvn.vn. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.